What's good, y'all? This your boy. I'm here to talk up a little bit of boxing. So it's looking like the Terrence Crawford Errol Spence showdown is looking less and less likely to be a reality. I don't, these guys actually called him out publicly. They called out Errol Spence publicly. Terrence Crawford called him out at the press conference as well. Called him out, He called this man out. And now, the narrative is, well, Bob Arum this, Bob Arum that. Instead of saying, let's make the fight, Spence. He called you out now, man. What you gonna do? Nah, the new narrative is Bob Arum is on some bullshit and he don't really want the fight because he's talking shit. He's talking shit. He's being mean. So the fight shouldn't get made because Bob Arum's being mean. Old ass Bob Arum. You know what I'm saying? That's basically how I'm looking at it. You see, on this channel, people may not agree with everything I say, but I speak from the heart. And I'm not about to be riding with no, I'm all about the best fighting the best. I'm not riding with no waves of fanboyism or networks or promotional companies. That does nothing for the sport, We gotta, it's almost frustrating to even talk about at this point because the business side of boxing is really slowing up the progress of boxing. And they will always trail behind the UFC because of this. They will always trail behind the UFC because of this. So, in order for boxing to become a mainstream sport, because it's not mainstream. It's not mainstream at all. In order for it to become a mainstream sport, they got to start putting up these fights, these big fights consistently and put up the fights that people want to see. Somebody's old just got to go. You know what I'm saying? And it goes back to what I said before that Mayweather, for better or worse, changed the game. You know what I'm saying? Now you got all these guys posturing and looking for easier routes to take and, all that. But and while we on that subject real quick, the easy route, something that Errol Spence said that really stuck out. How is it the easier route when it's still those fights still not getting made? You know what I'm saying? You have a guy that may not be on the same side of the street, but he's saying he wants to fight 50-50. His team is talking about 50-50. Let's make it happen. You know what I'm saying? Yet the easier route that you trying to take or have taken, you still can't get these motherfuckers in the ring with you. We still don't know what's going on with Sean Porter, Errol Spence. We don't know if that fight's happening. Maybe they working out shit behind the scenes. You know what I'm saying? But at this point, who really cares about Sean Porter and the Errol Spence fight? I mean, yeah, it's an okay fight if it happens. But right now, everybody is bloodthirsty for Spence versus Crawford. That's what the people want to see. Nobody really cares about Sean Porter. Those guys, Sean Porter, Keith Thurman, Danny Garcia, they took themselves out of the race by playing keep away. They took themselves out of the race. So now you got all these boxing fans, Fanagers, boxing businessmen, coming over here defending the bullshit now. It's the same shit that was with AJ, and it's the same shit with Triple G. Errol Spence fanboys are no different from those group of guys. They are no different. They're doing the same shit, and it's almost crazy. I had to back away from it. You know what I'm saying? I had to back off. Like, whoa, this is not what I'm about. I'm about the best fighting the fucking best. By any means. You know what I'm saying? Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence is a fight, one of the biggest fights of our era. Probably the fight of our lifetime. You know what I'm saying? It possibly could be that. But we may not get it because the fans and the suits are preventing it from happening. You got fans out here that's not even talking about the actual initial call out. They're talking about the shit that Bob Arum said afterwards. Bob Arum is an old man. He's probably getting upset. You know what I'm saying? The motherfucker's getting upset. You know what I'm saying? He could barely fucking hear when he was in the ring. He didn't even hear the dude with a microphone in his face. He didn't even hear what the guy said. Bob Arum don't know what's going on. And I don't think it's as big of a conspiracy as everybody's making it out to be. It could be that Bob Arum just really wants his guys to get the opportunity they deserve. You know what I'm saying? And that's the face against the top guys at PBC. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he really wants to see his guys Maybe he wants to see those fights himself before he goes. Bob Arum is like, what, 89, 90 years old or something? Maybe he just want to see those fights before he go. Who knows? Bob Arum is a crook. But at the end of the day, he's been the guy out here trying to make this fight. You know what I'm saying? Al Heyman and the PBC side have gave us nothing but bullshit. They told us what they're going to do. You know what I'm saying? And you got these bigger channels defending the bullshit now. And that's not gonna do good for boxing, man. That's not gonna help the sport grow. It's gonna turn people away from it. It's starting to turn me away from it. But I'm in too deep now. You know what I'm saying? I'm in too fucking deep. Like I said, the Spence Fanboys is the same, in the same boat as the AJ Protectors and the Golovkin defense team. It's the same fucking shit. All right, y'all. That's all I got, man. Like,